Welcome in everyone. Sorry about last week. It was kind of a mess. Um is the music at an okay volume or is it too loud? Um Congrats to Alex on first, Crazy on second, and Steel on third. Welcome in, Steel. Okay. It's hard for me to tell like how loud it is in my headphones compared to, how loud it is for you guys. So I just wanted to make sure. Um, we have our lovely giant woohoo 18 months. Okay, it does not seem like I've been doing it for that long, but I have. Apparently, maybe. At least Twitch says I have. Our giant Hogwarts castle. And this is only like 8 bags of it. Ginormous. Um Bag 9. I am not organized today, so sorry. But yes, this is where we are with this. Make sure I have my keyboard far enough out of the way. Um, you know, we can twisty turny because we got our lazy Susan. As long as I can keep my crap out of the way enough. I have like 10 brick separators on my desk here, so I thought I had moved this far enough out of the way, but I guess I didn't. Ah, there we go. That's better. We can free twist now. But this is like underneath the Great Hall, and then I think this is supposed to be like where they sit to eat and stuff. So we're going from there. I just played Frosty Bot again, so people can be shouted out and all that cool stuff. But we have that. We have our I almost said Salazar Slytherin. That's not the right guy. Cedric Godric Gryffindor. That's what it is. And then we have our little boats. We have 4 of these little boat things. And then, it came. Oh, sorry. No. My one boat came apart. It's 5 boats, not 4. I'm sorry. And we still have a bunch of these tiny, like, micro figures that we haven't used yet that were in the first bag. So I've been trying to keep this bag, like, all kind of sealed up a little bit so that we don't lose little micro figures everywhere. But, I have Stream Raiders to start as well. Did we want to do regular battles or dungeons? I'm all over the place today. I'm sorry. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning because the cat was being crazy and then Crazy was breathing in my ear and my brain said, you can't go back to sleep. You're awake now. Frosty does have jokes today. Campaign, yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I wanted to get you guys' take on it. Just because I don't think I'm in the mental frame to, like, stop every 6 minutes to do it. I think it just said healers. Healers and assists, so... So there is this. And then thanks for helping. There we go. So bag 9 doesn't look like it particularly has a ton of pieces. So, move my mouse that way. Yeah, so they were here basically every day last week. They were even here a little bit on Saturday and a little bit on Sunday, and then they were here yesterday as well, working. But now we have a new HVAC system and all new ductwork in the house, so it was kind of like a blessing in disguise because we wanted to replace those things, but like they're expensive, so you don't do it until you have to. And we have like, of course, your normal homeowners insurance, but we have like a secondary warranty plan, and uh underneath that we paid to have like the HVAC and the air conditioner, like checkups and partial coverage and things like that. And even though we wound up having to put a bigger unit in than what we had before, um, they opted us for a cash payout, so we did get to put that money towards the new HVAC. I mean, it wasn't a ton of money, but when with those things, even a little bit of money helps. So I'm not gonna complain. Okay, come on, work with me. Okay, it says we need two of these. One of those. And I have to have the camera like way up in order to see what I'm doing. So, but how was everybody's week last week? Hopefully well. I know I was mostly lurking in carrots all week, so I saw bits and pieces of what people were doing, but I wasn't completely paying attention. And two of those. So, and a wild hitmontop is loose in the chat. I am strong enough. Okay. One, two. Boy Wonder has an MRI tomorrow for his knee. Um, and it's like 6 o'clock or something like that. So, and then after that, so probably next week we'll have to go back and like get the results of the MRI and see like what the plan going forward is. They said he will most likely have to have surgery on both knees at some point. But they also put in like an in hospital, like, so his pediatrician has referred us to endocrinology, and then like I just haven't been able to get an appointment. So he did like an in like doctor to doctor, like in children's hospital referral from one department to another. So hopefully it'll happen now. So like little chairs. And fantasy had states archery this past weekend, and they get to go to nationals. I'm doing good. Sleepy today because I've been up since like 3 o'clock this morning, but happy that the HVAC is finally finished. And they were able to put in like one of those fancy thermometers where you can set like schedules and stuff like that. So that's good because we were trying to install one of those too before. So not this Saturday, but the following Saturday she'll have states for 3D bullseye. That's like where they shoot like the deer and the turkey and stuff. Um, but then the beginning of May we'll go to Tennessee, Kentucky, I don't know, somewhere. It's a long drive. It's like an 8-hour drive. But she'll go there for the nationals, which is exciting. She likes doing that. Welcome in, Steel. Congrats on your house. Are you excited about the move? Because you said before that you should, in theory, just be able to transfer to like a different office, but still do like the same job. I know that's like the one of the scariest parts about buying the house. It's like you have to like hope they want to take your offer, your bid, and not only that, but that like sometimes there's a bunch of people all bidding on the same house, and then it comes like, will you pay more than they did? Yeah, because like you said, you would basically just switch to a different home office, but you would still stay remote. Yes, we have America's first home warranty or whatever. Definitely get that. It has saved our butt. We pay like $90 a month and then like $90 a visit. But if there's something wrong with the item, they just replace it. And then you don't really pay beyond that. So I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really like in the long run not. And don't believe a word they say. Get an inspection and research different inspectors and find a good inspector and get a sewer inspection. We paid about like $350 for our home inspection, and I wish we would have found somebody that did sewer too and did like, because it's only like $200 to get like a sewer inspection on top of the regular one, but it's well worth it because sewer problems are crazy expensive to fix. We're sewer. We're hooked into the city sewer, not septic. Zombie, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, we're not septic. We're hooked into the city sewer. But either way, make sure you get a inspection of whatever sewer you have, septic or the whatever, because if there's like a crack in it before you buy it, you may be able to get the previous owners to fix it or get like a discount on the house because you now have to fix it. You know what I mean? Like there'll be wiggle room to like talk about it and negotiate. But if you don't know about it after you have the house, then it's totally your job to fix it and it's expensive. Yeah. But yeah, I know a lot, some places, and especially like on newer builds. I know you said it's not a new build, but sometimes they'll like try to convince you that you don't need a home inspection. Like we had one done, everything's fine, but it's better to have one done yourself because it you can get it done without like penalty. So if something is wrong, sometimes they'll allow you to back out because you have that like a valid reason, essentially. Like there's too much wrong with the house or whatever. Yeah, that's good. I know it sounds like, oh, one more expense because buying a house is expensive, but in the long run, really, it could save you. Yeah. I just know sometimes sewer is not included in a normal like pre-buy inspection. I think it should be because I mean it's part of the house, but it is often not. So Yeah. Yeah, if nothing else, you can just ask. I wish, like I said, I wish we would have gotten one because it wasn't long after we closed on the house and everything that we realized there was a problem with our sewer line. And we've kind of been like limping along, bandaging it until we can really afford to get it fixed. Okay. I'm looking at this piece and it's probably like directly in front of my face and I can't see it. Yep, there it was, right in front of my face. There's a fire, hiders, outlaws and outsiders. Mm. That and find out if the house is in a floodplain or not. Like what kind of zoning it's in as far as that kind of thing is concerned. Yeah, because you should be able to. Crazy might know. I forget how he looked it up, but it'll tell you like even if you're not like in an imminent flood zone, it'll tell you like the likelihood of things flooding and things like that. Because our my brother-in-law, Crazy's brother, he's not technically in a flood zone either, but there are like three dams close to his house. So if they open the dam, like are forced to open the dams to because of too much water or whatever, he could still flood even though he's not technically in a flood zone, if that makes sense. Just a switch. But yeah, the other thing we looked at as is maybe not something everybody has to worry about, but I would still be kind of worried about it. Is we looked at the sex offender registry to see how many were near us. Like I said, not everybody is worried about that, but we looked at that too. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, like I said, I don't totally expect everybody to check it, but we checked it because we have kids. So it was one of those things like, plus we had mostly lived on base. So in theory, if you're on that list, you're not allowed to live in base housing. But that doesn't always mean anything, and that's bad. But it was something like going from living on base to not living on base was something we looked at. Yeah, I mean, it's just a good to look at and kind of get an idea. I think we're building. the stained glass. Like this is like the beginning steps of the stained glass. So we're putting like the little square blocks on top. I would show you, but not on that one because it's clear on clear, so it's hard to see. So it's like a clear block and then a green square on top. But I'm excited for you. I know the amount of rent you guys were paying is killer. Nope, I want the green one, not the blue one. Right. But I mean like it's exciting that you're starting on that process. We were kind of nerve wracked too. It was crazy when we were trying to buy our house. Um, we must have sent our realtor like a dozen, like looking on Zillow and then like sending her the link for the houses, and like half of them were gone or like taking backup offers by the time she would get to look at them like the same day. And then when they when we got put in, like looked at this one virtually and put in for it, it was still like, are they going to accept it? Are they going to change their mind? Like please don't find anything devastating on the thing that would make it like that we couldn't buy it or whatever on the inspection, like something totally crazy. There were some things on the inspection that we asked them to fix, and they were like, yeah, sure, we'll fix that. So, yeah, and if possible, like I say, try to have the inspector like kind of walk you through like if he finds an issue, because we were like not in the area, obviously we just had to like go over the piece of paper with him and like just talk to him. But it's better if you can like have him visually show you the issues he finds. That's understandable. But yeah, at least you can ask them to cover the closing costs instead of you to kind of mitigate that, since you know you're going to have to fix that. Yeah, we used a VA loan, so there were like if a house was, it had to be livable. Like you couldn't have anything that made it inhabitable. Like we really really liked this one house. It came with like 4 acres, a pond, all this stuff, but we could not get it because um it had it had to have the septic tank replaced. So the VA was like, "No, we don't. It has you have to be move-in ready essentially with the VA." Yeah, they are. They're pretty similar. And white again. I say white, it's really clear, but yeah. Fingers crossed. How to DIY laminate. I don't think it's all that hard, really. It's more about making sure the whatever's underneath, if it's the subfloor or whatever it is, like sanded smooth, and then that you have a good layer of like the sticky glue underneath that. Times I never let you down. Sitting in and bumped your head. If not for me, then you'd be dead. We'll put you back on solid ground. As I go crazy, man, will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well, will you be there for holding my hand? And I do know, like, if you're going to buy, like, that laminate flooring that looks like wood, that you want to make sure it's one that is, like, water resistant and has, like, the foam padding and stuff on the back. Will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well, will you be there holding my hand? Never my superhuman, my kryptonite. If I go crazy, man, will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well, will you be there holding my hand? Okay. They want one there and one of these. Come on. I want to alternate. I know Crazy dreads it every time he goes away for any amount of time. I think he worries that he's going to come home and I will have gotten so frustrated with one part of our house that I finally started taking things apart. Distract yourself with other things. Crochet something. We can play a lot of supermarket together. It's free after all, so. Was broken. How does Arun feel? Because I think you said before that his job isn't quite as easy to switch as yours is. He's starting over, unfortunately. That does suck. Is he thinking about potentially doing like freelance, or does he want to just find another company to get with or get in at? Crazy starts his new job on the 17th, next Monday. So apparently, all these pieces are just extra. That was a lot of extra, but also it's a lot of tiny pieces, so they always give you extra. It's essentially the same job he's currently doing, but he's moving from like, so he's currently like in charge. Everybody like gives their plans to him. Now he will be one of those people that passes their plan up to what his job was. He's essentially, it makes it sound like he's taking a step down, and in a way he kind of is. He's going from state to city, but it's still working for this to the state. He'll work for RDOT now, and he'll get paid more for less responsibility, therefore less stress, and he can still make his own hours and everything. So, not the thing I was looking for. Where have my stickers run off to? Oh, they're underneath the thing. Yeah, so he's going to get paid more and a company car to do essentially the same thing he's currently doing, but on like a smaller scale. Oh, well, not moving to city, I guess. It's just staying with the state, but he's like moving to a different department. His friend, we were out to lunch one day, and his friend texted him, and he was like, "Hey, there's a job coming open at my work. You should apply for it. You should take it." And he's like, "What? No." But it's a big pay difference, because that's a problem at his current job, the one he's leaving, is that they're not competitive. Like, the pay scale has not been adjusted for a long time. So it's hard to keep people because they're not competitive in pay to even like the other state agencies. So a lot of people get a job there because they're hiring, but then don't stay very long and move somewhere else that's paying more to do the same thing. And they were trying to get him to stay, um, but this new bill they're trying to pass that would raise the pay for the job he's leaving hasn't passed yet, technically. Like, hasn't been really, it passed like one part, but it still needs to go to another part before it can actually be like put into effect. And even if it did, it wouldn't go into effect until July. So he was like, "I like this job and I do kind of want to stay, but at the same time, the other job is more pay and a company car and stuff like that." Where are you? There you are. Yeah, he went back and forth, and I was like, "I think you should take the new job, but also you're the one who's got to go to work every day. Like, you have to go to that place and work. So if you don't want to, then we don't." Yeah, so it could still have like pieces about the bill changed, or they could just know it right away. But Poopsicle. Well, I killed the 6 orcs like it wanted me to. Skin ticket. Nope, not that way. We want store. Skin tickets. I feel like there are so many like skins to choose from now because there's only like 20 days left. You're fine. I don't know what I'm just gonna pick one. There's so many to go through. Okay, store. Let's do scrolls. Mm-hmm. My life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation. Breathing. Oh, I missed it because it's specialized. Yeah, it's still not a guarantee. I told him just take the new job, and your old job can try to win you back. Like later in a year or so, be like, hey, we can offer you this much money. Please come back. Oh, what does it say now? Just battles and campaigns. Okay, I'll put somebody feisty out. Plasma Phantom. There we go. But yeah, so new job for Crazy. 52 and 53. Let me find. Nope. Okay, it must be on this little one. No. Oh, there are more pages over here. Not you. Close to being here, that's oh, heaven knows we belong way down below. Oh, Lord, heaven knows we belong down below, way down below. Jimmy, won't be sweet, Jesus, and now I love me. Oh, Lord, heaven knows. So we have a door. Oh, Lord, heaven knows we belong way down below. Oh, Lord, so we belong down below. Oh, Lord, so we belong way down below. Way down below. Welcome in, Devin. Hopefully, you are doing well. sun, but away. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Was knocking at my door. Trying to make these even out. There we go. Come away. You goddamn thing they say. Oh Lord, heaven no. Okay, what do we got? Brick tax. Let's see where we were. We did that. Yeah, okay. I've had better ways. But yeah, so the we're hoping, in theory, to use. I swear this thing keeps falling apart. We're in theory hoping to use, the extra money to help pay off some debt faster, and then, we can then do fun things. So this thing is like the most unstable thing ever. Like you breathe on it wrong and it falls apart. I'm gonna need it to be a little more stable soon, anytime soon. Okay, brick tax, a snickety snackety. Still have a little bit of pickle peanuts left. What kind of puzzle are you doing? Like, what's the picture? Let's see. I can talk about the book. Not the last book I read, because that book doesn't come out till Thursday. So the book I read before that one just came out yesterday. But I of course read it this past weekend. But it's an MC book, part of the Mayhem Makers series. It's like a collection. The books are written by different authors. Oh, those are not the ones I was looking for. It's called The Keeper by Shannon Myers. And it's called the MC is Silent Phoenix MC. So this girl, so the Mayhem Makers collection revolves around this book signing. It's a real life book signing in Texas, called Motorcycles, Mobsters, and Mayhem. And sorry, I'm trying to find these right ones, and then I stop talking because I concentrate on finding them. So the character in the book, the female lead, Piper, she goes to the book signing, and she meets a biker there, and they have one night together. And he wants to have more, and he intends to have more with her, but he gets a call in the early morning, and he needs to run back home because his nephew himself, and so he's got to be there for his family, except he doesn't leave his number with her or anything. So she is like, oh my god, I can't believe he fed me a line, when she wakes up in the morning by herself. And then she realizes she's pregnant. 2 years go by. She goes back to the signing, and she's nervous about potentially seeing him again. And her friend, who she goes to the signing with, doesn't know that he's the baby's dad. And so when she finds out, she's like, oh my god, you have to tell him. And she runs into him, and at first she wants to be like angry at him, like, how dare you leave after you said all those things to me. But it's hard to be mad at him when he explains why he left. And now she's hiding her own secret that they have a child together. And as they're talking and he's explaining why he left and that he wants a second chance and all that, and the whole reason he even bothered coming to the signing was in hopes that he'd see her again, she gets a phone call. Her daughter fell out of the high chair. And so they rush. He drives her to the emergency room because she's in no state to drive herself. And that's when he realizes that it's his daughter. And so she's like, crap. Like I hid this from him and I was all angry at him for just leaving, but you know. And he asked her, he's like, why didn't you try to find me? She's like, all I had was I don't think it's Streamwaiter. What is it? It's just exclamation SR, isn't it? Anyway. Um Oh, it's just battle. Okay, I thought it was SR for some reason. Oh, look at these pieces. They're like pre-done windows. So, he's like, okay, well that's a thing. Like I didn't remember what club you were in and all I had was your road name. Like I was supposed to call every motorcycle club within a how long's distance and say, "Is do you have a ghost in your club?" And he's like, "Okay, fair enough." 13, 14. And so, he's like, "That's it. I'm not gonna, we're in this together now." Like she's like, "We'll just co-parent." He's like, "If you think that's all I want is co-parenting, you're crazy." Bananas. I was serious about what I said 2 years ago, and I'm serious about it now. And she's like, just like that, you want like all the way in? And he's like, yeah, just like that. Book boyfriends are God's apology for real men. Well, most of them. Crazy's pretty good. Um, but let's see. Okay, all the way around. And so, it's not long after it is coming together very nicely. I keep trying to think maybe I should change the way my camera angle is so you guys have like a better view of like what I'm doing like in the process versus just over top, but I don't know. I go back and forth, back and forth. Um so like I said, it isn't long after they reunite and everything that somebody robs the bakery she works at, like early morning. Okay. I wonder, yeah, I don't know if you guys care that you're not like seeing like the immediate like close up, I guess is what I want to say. But the guys who are robbing the place then like mention Ghost and that this will teach him a lesson and they're going to take her apart and he won't want anything to do with her when they're done, which is like crazy, right? Like targeted. So of course, her boss comes in at like the last minute and like shoots the guy who's trying to hurt her. The other one gets away, but it's weird because her boss wasn't supposed to be there. Like early, he said he came in early to take care of some business, but he like hadn't been scheduled to come in, so it was kind of weird. But good all the same. He saved her. And Ghost is worried because the guy has always gives him the heebie jeebies, like something's not quite right with the guy. And she's like, it's just jealousy. And he's like, I'm not jealous of that dude at all. And she's like, sure, okay. Did I skip? No, because a 6, 12, 18, that should be right. I just not seeing where they want the 4. These. Oh, I do now. Never mind. Um, so he thinks maybe the boss had something to do with it, and then they find the guy, and I was too short. I counted too short. I only did 16 instead of 18. Um, it wasn't her boss, and they couldn't find any connection back to her boss. So he lets it go. But in the house where they found the second would-be robber, they found like stalking, like crazy stalker stuff. They found all kinds of pictures of her, like somebody had gotten into the house and took pictures of her while she was sleeping, videos of the baby sleeping, all kinds of stuff. It was bad. And so he's like losing his crap because he's got this feeling that while they found the two guys, that there's still like somebody more behind it, that these guys were just set up, like paid to do this, that they weren't actually the real people behind it, but they can't find anybody else. No other connections, things like that. And the club looks. And then it's very weird. So they're on edge. Welcome in, Scotty. Ooh, are you visiting Becca? Becca Bubbles? Ah. Well, I am so happy that you get to spend some time with her. I know you guys have to, ration your time, but it's fun getting to visit. Come on, go on. I hate when it will not go. Line up. There we go. Okay. We're the I think this is supposed to be like the courtyard, because this is the Great Hall. So, and then the bridge would go this way. Um, we're visiting Roman baths and a 12th century abbey in Bath today. Ooh, fun. This past weekend, my daughter had her state's archery tournament, like the bullseye tournament, and it was in Hot Springs, Arkansas. And they have all these bathhouses that are fed by like the natural hot springs. It's pretty cool there. 50 more posts in one until I'm completely done with the Ooh, I don't think I know anybody who's like caught them all literally. It's just a saying. Yeah, there's like, and supposedly like Al Capone and stuff visited some of the baths, like, way back. But yeah, there's like a bunch of them in a row, and they're all fed by like the natural hot springs. I think I found all the pieces. You have fun, and thank you for popping in. Say hello to Becca Bubbles for me, and you guys have fun. Visit all the things, take lots of pictures. But yeah, They think that they've it's kind of like calmed down. It's weird, and he's got his suspicions, but nothing to really go on either, right? And she's like, why would my boss, like, because somebody has been leaving like things in her locker at work, and that's what leads them to find the other guy, because he's a delivery driver, brings, like, the flour and stuff to the bakery. So that's how he could possibly have left things in her locker. But of course, it's not him, because that would be too easy. Turns out it is her boss. Instead of just being a normal human being and being like, I like you, would you like to go on a date? He stalks her. And he tries to kidnap her and everything, like, crazy, crazy dude. I've got to learn to read the numbers because I keep looking for more pieces than there are. Ooh, look, we have. Apparently, I didn't put windows in all of them. Apparently, I can't talk and build. There we go. That was an easy fix. And that was from the last step. We have like a mini gold, one of those micro figures, but it's a gold one. So we're gonna put him on this little block and stick him right there. Now I do want it over. Yeah, that book's called The Keeper by Shannon Myers. It's like really, so it is whatever in the Mayhem Makers, but for the Silent Hill MC, it's really like the fourth book or something like that. The previous books are obviously about other MC members and how they met their person. And we are in ads. We have about 9.5 minutes left on Stream Raiders. Okay, so this. Okay, so we have this. This goes here like that. Which means this one goes here. So then here we have like this. There we go. on. It's like it always in my head. Ooh. Know nothing of your kind. When you see me like a little yes, I can't wait. Okay, so let's see. We have the oh, no, further. This on the end. Then it looks like this. And we can adjust that piece like that. Then we have the corner. And it looks like we have these pieces. Then a space. And this to this. Let me open this like this on both edges. All the way, get away. You took the breath right out of me. Let your heart where my heart should be. You gotta fight just to make it through. 'Cause I will be the death of you. Okay. It also wants me to turn the thing. So, we may have a bit of readjusting here as I, may have to, move it slightly like that. So, we got our little peak we built goes there. Then these two curvy pieces go on top of each other and right there. Okay. 6 of these, 4, 5, 6. This piece, and then 9 of you guys. And we're building this. When you're singled out, it feels so slow. This is Chevelle, and they are making. I think they have a new album coming out this year. It's been a long time since they released new music. It is real. On his side, goes red again. Seeing red again. Seeing red again. Strange. This past Sunday, Hinder was at a local place to us, and I almost went. I almost ended stream early and said I was just gonna go do that, but then I didn't. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think these two pieces are gonna be extra. So this is a cap for this. And then these go in the in-between. Welcome in, Sprout. I know I love Chevelle. Well, they're now considered like dad rock, like Chevelle, Shine Down, Hinder, all that is dad rock. And I will proudly listen to dad rock all day long. I love Chevelle. And Cake. Welcome in. I hope you're enjoying my random off key singing and the build. Perhaps Stream Raiders. The thread is real. Will his son? Oop, wrong box. Right? Like, Dad Rock, it's not that old. I really don't think it's that old. I don't know why it got like this new category title. I guess kind of like classic rock, but it's like because it's more alternative metal rock than like what we consider classic rock. So yeah, it's got like a new genre, like they call it dad rock. Because I guess only old people listen to it. Well, I appreciate the follow. I am sad to see Stream Raiders go, but we will figure something else out to do along with the stream. I don't know what, because I don't know what else is out there that would like kind of follow the same thing that Stream Raiders does, where you can do it like little breaks. Because like words on stream is like a continual thing, and I'm not sure how marbles would work because I think it's kind of the same thing. It's not something that like you can set up, forget, and then come back to later. You when it's done. So I'm not sure, but we'll figure something out. I'm glad you like Cozy Grove. I love it. I love like so okay. I have a habit of getting like completely sucked into a game and then that's all I can play all the time. But then I also on the same token get bored with it because that's all I do. You know what I mean? Because I've been playing it so consistently. So I do like that they kind of have you can only do much this day and it's not like crazy intensive. Ooh, look at all the peoples we got. I'm just going to give us a boost of haste. I'm going to... Nope, that's not what I want. Turn off my camera for a second and take off my sweatshirt. Yeah, I have not played another game where it's like that. I have run into some games like... Oh, sorry guys. Like Dreamlight Valley where it's unintentional that you run out of things to do. Like it's just a random side effect because you're out of quests or you can't level anybody up, and so you stop playing for the day. But nothing that where it's like intentional, and I do kind of like that. And like I said before, it's gonna wind up one of two ways: either people aren't going to play it because they don't want to be stopped like that, or people are really going to like it because it like draws out the game and stops that kind of like addictive playing. I like it, but I imagine there are some people who do not like it. So let's see. Go to Sprout Girl. Enjoy your spoils of war. And I like all the different cute bears. And it is a very like you don't have to like crazy think while you're playing the game. It's just kind of relaxing and just kind of there. You're welcome. I do try to give like rewards to people who are in stream and chatting and such. Yeah, I like that it's just kind of easy and go with the flow. And it kind of keeps expanding like as you play it. You know, the island gets bigger and you wind up with more things to do and run around. Let's do my bloob. The bloobity blue. Boop. It was I spent the I think it's $7 and I bought the DLC. So I have like new butterfly or like different bugs. And it came with some like clothing. So it came with like bumblebee ears or I guess not ears, antenna, and things like that. So it was a cute little DLC and like I said it was only like $7. But you could totally like keep playing without it. Most of it was clothing. I think you're supposed to get two new bears too. Like but you have to be so far into the story, to get those bears to begin, even with the expansion. So, and I don't know how to tell like which ones are from the DLC and which ones are just like bears you would have gotten anyway. I didn't look very closely at the DLC. But I do enjoy it. Okay, I think this is the right size. I don't see any bigger ones, so I'm going to say it's the right way. Okay, so we have. Oh, I was like, that. Sometimes the way the instructions look, the angle you're looking at, I'm like, am I putting it at the right place? But no, I am. So we want the green on this one. Well, we will be building Hogwarts for the foreseeable future because this set is 6,000 pieces and we had they were replacing our HVAC last week in our house and like doing new ductwork. So I didn't really stream at all last week. I did like Sunday and then Sunday and that was it. I didn't do my 2 days during the week, but we should be back. Yeah, it's 6,000 bricks. I don't think it says on here like length, width, height, whatever of finished. It might, and may have forgot or missed it. Yeah, I don't see it. But yeah, it's like 6,020 bricks. So this piece is just the Great Hall, and then you have like the rest of the castle. It's like 40 some bags. We'll be going for a while. It's pricey, but I got some money off of it by saving like my Lego points. And then I got it on Black Friday, which meant I got like a bunch of like Black Friday deals. So I didn't get more money off of it because it was Black Friday, but I did get like gift with purchase sets. So, that helped mitigate it a little bit. Oh no, they don't go on top of each other. I see what they were saying. Goes here and here. So here and here. Yes, I'm still not 100% where I'm going to put it when it's finished, but I am very excited. Yes. Um So you can see kind of the stuff behind me. Those are like 6 foot tall shelves, and they go like forever, and then around the room, and then around the room, basically all the way around the room. I keep everything built, so there's like Lego all over the house. Like the what are the brick heads? I put them on like my bookshelf in front of like the books, and I put like little flowers and stuff. The vases of flowers like on top of the shelves, bookshelves, and there's Lego all over the house. Yes, the collection. When anybody who doesn't like has never been to our house before comes over and they walk in, they're like, "Holy crap!" Yeah, just ignore them. Just ignore them. It was interesting when we last year we had a tree fall on our house. And so we had to empty 2 rooms so that they could work on the rooms, like we paint them and stuff. And we had to move like all the Lego so that they could work on the one room. And the guy who came to like, take measurements of the room and stuff for their insurance purposes and whatnot was like, "Can I take pictures?" He's like, "I have 2 Lego sets and I love them and I'd love to collect Lego like this. Can I take a picture?" I was like, "Feel free, dude. Feel free." And my nephew is like obsessed. Every time he comes over, he's like, he has to like go through and figure out which ones I've built since he's been last here. And my husband builds Lego too. It's actually his fault. I'm addicted. He started this mess. He started it with Lego Speed Champions, and here we are. But I didn't start until like COVID. I did the modular that's like a bookstore and a townhouse. Yeah, everybody's involved. Um yeah, I did the modular that's like it's like the 2 buildings connected. It's like a bookstore and a townhouse. And I did that, and then I got the tree house, and then it spiraled massively out of control since then because I love Harry Potter. So it's more Harry Potter, and then it was, oh, but I like modulars, and so then it's modulars, and now it's basically everything. There's nothing like going to Target and looking in the aisle to see what sets they have and going, oh, I have all these already, and then moving on. It's a sad day. Barnes and Nobles is good for Lego though too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, even the kids build Legos. The boy, not as much anymore because he's totally absorbed into video games. But her daughter will build too. She wants the Dungeons and Dragons set. I was like, me too, little girl, me too. Just break stuff. Okay, where did I put that? I think it's one down. Nope, I don't think that's right. So you're gonna go there. And you two, so it's probably right here. No, no, don't be blaming me. You bought fifth. Yeah, for you, but it's your fault that I built Lego. It is a slippery slope. Before you know it, you're like, huh, I just spent a small fortune at the Lego store. It's true. It is your fault I stream Lego because apparently I build too fast otherwise. Welcome in, Kevin. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, he said I should stream it the last time we moved, he was trying to get me. He's like, when we get settled and everything, you should stream it. That'll slow you down because you build too fast. Forcing you to stream it will force you to slow down. Yeah, there's a lot of thinking involved, that's for sure. I mess up like all the time. I always joke it's the reason I don't have an undo button, like unbuild, because I have to unbuild enough all on my own. I don't need people to encourage me to unbuild. I'll mess up enough. No, you stay there. I do a fair amount of crafts too that require like you use your brain and think about it. But yeah, Lego definitely you have to it seems like it would be so easy because you're like just follow the directions. But as anybody who's ever tried to follow directions before knows, it's not that simple. Okay, let me do it this way so I can center it to that window. Ah, that worked much better. So it's like, let's see if I can show you. It's like when she tacks all those rules to the wall. That's what it is. The pink lady who we don't talk about because she's just as bad as he who shall not be named. I'm sick of it. Yeah, that's Taxman. What's with the band? Got hooked on oxycodone. Just like a song. And a shot of shotgun, yeah. With the Taxman. Oscar band. Got hooked on oxycodone. Like a song. Mm-hmm. What a shot of shotgun. Mm. So I have considered, and I think I will stream Farm Sim this afternoon to showcase the new DLC that just dropped. Ooh, fun, Kevin! Yeah, I don't have Farm Sim because I don't have the patience to play that game. I can't. I can't just do that. I enjoy Crazy plays it, and I'm glad you guys enjoy it so much. But Farm Sim and the Ranching Sim are not my kind of games, and that is perfectly okay. Imagine how boring it would be if we all liked the same type of game. Man, I bought a shot of shotgun, yeah. The text man, I was picked up and you got hooked on oxycodone. Just let's off, stop and got a shot of shotgun. Just ignore my random outbursts into song. Yeah, I enjoy watching people play, but I could not sit there and like farm back and forth. Like I couldn't do it. Yep, we hit 300. This text man lost my job and you got hooked on oxycodone. Just the lights off, there's my door and got a shot of shotgun. Yeah, the text man. Thank you, Carrot. Yeah, I will eventually figure out what direction this brick goes. I wonder what the people on YouTube who very rarely watch the VODs I transfer to YouTube think when I just burst out into song because they can't hear the music because it doesn't record on the VOD. So it's just me randomly bursting into song. I wonder what they think. If today was your last day, tomorrow was too late. Could you say goodbye to yesterday? Maybe it's moment like your last. No pictures in the past. Made every time you had. I know you're doing it. Like, where is she just like bursting out a song from? Yeah, what's this? It's with the fight. You say you down. So second try. I thought about putting a redeem where you guys get to. So I use Amazon Music because I already pay for the service, and you can pick like sound playlists. Like if you like a band, you can choose that band, and it'll play like all like their songs and music like them. So I thought about putting a redeem where you guys could pick like a band and I could find a playlist that goes with like that band and that's the music we listen to for the stream. But I didn't know if anybody would like be interested in that. So today was your last day. Would you make a mark by bending a broken heart? No, it's never too late to shoot from the stars, regardless of who you are. There is another green in here. There it is. My moment in this life. No, it's not but to wait. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think music is also good for like brain activity and memory because you remember the lyrics and so that like activates different parts of your brain and you're always like thinking. Like even if you don't realize you're thinking about it, you are. Like you're using your brain. Friends you never see. I miss some free. Sometimes I can't remember where I put my car keys, but I can remember every word from that song that was like 10 years old. Up and down from God above, don't we fall in love. If today was your last day. Nickelback. Why does everybody hate so bad on Nickelback? I love them. And I'm not afraid to say it. They get such a bad rap. And for as many like of their songs that wind up on the chart and how much their, like Billboard chart they sell or whatever, they can't be that bad. Yes, like or like music activates like parts of your brain that you don't even really like connect it to. You know what I mean? I think it really like helps. Don't let me get in your way. It's the lies in me. You keep us away. There's a lot. There's always been lots of music in our house. The kids have always sung like all kinds of stuff. Right? I think people just like to, oh, everybody hates them. I can't like them. I don't care. You don't have to like what I like. Just like I don't have to like what you like. But as long as you're not going to be like, well, you suck because you like a certain song or a certain band, like, unless the person's a pedophile, then that's a whole nother subject. Like, unless they've done bad things. But you know what I mean? Like I'm not going to listen to any of Chris Brown's music, but, uh, like, in general, I think people are like, well, if other people don't like them, I can't like them. Yeah, like, oh, they're horrible. But I mean, really, with the amount of music they sell, their record label would not allow them to keep putting out music if nobody was buying it. Okay, this is number 26. They look like windows. I'll put it on first. Lord knows I need a steady hand. So it looks like more windows. Yeah, I definitely think it just became like a thing. We all have to say we hate Nickelback. Yeah, it's a Lego separator. Listen, where is it up here? Nope, that's not it. I have a little Tupperware container and it's like full to the max. And I must have 10 of them on my desk. But they are very good to use to put stickers on. So this way the sticker doesn't wind up like with all the like oils from your skin and stuff. And then if you mess up, it makes it easier to peel up because it's already stuck on the thing a little bit. Like if you need to peel up and reposition. Okay, it shows it like this. The violin we child is slowly taken. But yeah, I have a ton of these. There's actually like on Pinterest and stuff you can look up people like do art, like make things with them. They'll like stack them like like this. Come on, connect. But they'll stack them like this and then just keep going. This is going to show you how many of them are just laying on my desk. And these are just the ones I can easily reach. But they'll stack them up like this. And it works for a while, but then they get like, if you even like breathe on them too heavy, that it falls apart all over the place. I'm trying to save them. I found this thing where they took um they do them like this all the way around and they make like a circle with them. It looked really cool. But yeah, I have a ton of these just laying on my desk. Because I think it's any set over a certain count automatically comes with a brick separator. And that the amount of them should tell you how many sets I've bought or we've bought. It's kind of scary when you look at them because you're like, oh, that means I had to buy at least that many big sets. So this is oh, what's the band's name? It's gonna drive me crazy now. As soon as I stop thinking about it, I'll remember it. But they were supposed to sing with her because the original song is by the Cranberries. They were supposed to sing with her and do this remake, and she died the day before they were supposed to go into the studio to record it. Yeah, Bad Wolves. Yeah, she the lead singer from the Cranberries died the day before they were supposed to go into the recording studio and re-record this with her, which is tragic. Zombie, zombie, zombie. Oh, oh. Oh, there it is. I didn't pick it up. But yeah. So They like dedicated it to her, and then all these pillar things go in between. Like the same old thing since 2018 in your head, they are dying. Mm-hmm. In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. It's in your head, in your head. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Is that not how that's supposed to go? Two bricks? No. Yes, I love their music. Really, I listen to like all kinds of music. Uh Country is not my favorite. Well, I picked the Theory of a Dead Man station. So it's like all songs that are similar to the song's Theory of a Dead Man three yeah makes. So that's why it's kind of like all over. But I will listen to like classical music, no vocals, like Celtic songs, all kinds of stuff. And then there's like scream music where all they do is scream. You can barely understand what they're saying. I listen to all kinds of music. Yeah, but probably everything on this station, even like the new songs that are like just released, they would all be part of like dad rock because they go by like the bands, not each song. But like all the songs I or all the people that I listened to when I was like in high school are like re-releasing music now. Like Limp Bizkit just put out 10 Years is supposed to put out new music. A few years ago, Puddle of Mud put out new music. Like I'm all about it. So like Caesar, Shine Down, they're all going on tour this summer or already on tour. I've seen 3 Days Grace in concert twice. Disturbed, Fire from the Gods. Was it? We did Papa Roach, who had Falling in Reverse. All I mean, we enjoy music in this house, and I would go to every concert ever of any band I even remotely liked if I could afford it. Last summer we took the kids to see um Beartooth in concert, and that was the second time they'd seen Beartooth. Or yeah, Beartooth. We've seen Five Finger Death Punch, a bunch of bands. Yeah, A Day to Remember was there with Beartooth, but yeah, he wanted. So he's very literal. If he asks what time the concert's over and you say 11, when 11 comes, he's ready to leave. Like, you can't stay any longer. So I have learned I can't tell him a time. I just to say when it's over. It's over when it's over. I can't give you a time. I don't know. Because if I give him a time, we are having to leave at that time. Yeah, we saw Skillet and Hoobastank. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Ooh, there's a ton of these. Then we have pinks. Yeah, POD we saw this past summer. Oh, that's not the one I want. 3. Okay, let's do Streamed Rados. My Otosen is like that. He has learned that it doesn't necessarily mean it's a literal time stop. Yeah, so I can't tell him when anything ends, because when that time comes, that's it. We gotta leave. I feel like we're not that far in, and there are a lot of enemies. It's just my blue. I don't think we're gonna make it. I know the last time it makes it hard to guess like where to go on the map, because one time you have like 100 people join, like 100 allies on the field from like 16 players, and then the next time there's like 4 people and you have 30, and you're like, okay, it makes it hard to decide where to go on the map. So I just roll with it. We die, we do it again. It's okay. We just roll with it. Yep, we lost. That's all right. And at first I thought it was because like maybe I wasn't giving out prizes like in a way that people liked or whatever, but I found that it doesn't really matter. Like, no matter which way I do it, you'll have like a bunch of people for a couple battles and then nothing. And then nothing, like low numbers for a couple battles, and then poof, right back up. So I don't understand. I just roll with it. Let's see. We'll do my berserker. It's yours all to what they're told. It's yours only. No one knows whatever happened. Another streamer said that people are already leaving because it's coming to an end. Yeah, I could see that, but I figure I'm gonna play to the end. You know, like, I mean, I get kind of like why they're like, well, it doesn't matter. Why should I try to earn more things in the game when it's just gonna end? But I like the game, so I'm gonna keep playing. Right? I figure, what does it matter that it's ending if you enjoy the game? You know? Oh, wow. With the box high up on the shelf. That told you no one else. The face of a puzzle known as a lie. Captain Bill, silver time. Whatever happened to the young man's song? You know my pain. Yeah. Normally I've been doing the dungeons, but today I didn't have the mental focus to like keep stopping because it's like every 6 minutes. And normally it doesn't bother me, but today I don't have it in me. Maybe on Thursday. Went down the barrel of a 45, 45, soaring through the ashes. Another life, another life. Real reason to expect the way things will change. Went down the barrel of a 45. I see your brick text crazy. Thursday will be interesting. Like, do I put in a full day? When do I turn in my gear? If I turn in my gear, how do I continue to work? I imagine they will let you know tomorrow, like how they want it done, and if not, Thursday morning. Okay, brick did text. Let me move this sticker sheet out of the way. This thing needs to become more stable. It's in the city. All the rising sun. Here we go. We'll do it that way. Who was a tailor? I saw blue jeans. So we made the tops to the heart, the bumps bigger, but this thing refuses to stay together. The urge to super glue it is strong. So this was a Valentine's Day gift with purchase. It's a chocolate, like a heart box full of chocolates, but it's not very stable, as you can see. Hopefully, as it finishes, it gets better. Suitcase and a dream. Okay, your corner. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it wants one like that, like this, and like this. Going down to the city. Mm-hmm. This is looking so cool. And I will move the camera before we end stream to kind of show you how this gives like the stained glass effect. Your die in sin and misery on the house of the rising sun. In the house of the rising sun. In Sin City, we go the rising sun. It's been the ruin of many a poor boys. God knows that I am one. Go. Yeah, there are 4 books total when building this. Like 4 instruction books. Me sickling like vultures, they wanna break me. Now show away my colors, show away my colors. So, like, you roughly average it out, it's like 1,500 pieces a book. That's, yeah, like I said, it's just a rough average. But, and how many, I don't remember how many stickers I said there were. This goes up to 30. Then this one goes from 31 to 47. Then 48 to 55. So 63 stickers total. And four books. It's like 6,020 pieces, something like that. But it's a big set. I saved up points and monies, and it is going to be massive. It'll be the biggest set I've built. I've built Gringotts, Diagon Alley, and the big train and the burrows, which are all like their classic sets. Like, you know, they have the UCS whatever for Star Wars. They have like the big sets. This is like the Harry Potter version of those. Diagon Alley was like 5,500 pieces, and Gringotts was something close to that. Um, and then the train, and I want to say the burrows was probably the least amount of pieces in those kind of collector sets. And I have the Hedwig with its wings open on top of the books. I have that one too. Those are all, like I said, kind of like the USC versions, the Harry Potter versions of those. Technically, I'm at my 4 book or my 4 bag mark. I've been trying to do like 4 bags a stream and then stopping to kind of like extend it out, you know. But I don't know. Let's see if I can turn it. And then I can turn my camera. Where the camera's gonna go on a little trip for a second. So you can see the kind of how it looks like stained glassy through the windows there. And this, yeah, not that side. So it's all along here and into this here. All have that like stained glass by putting like mixing like the grill pieces with bricks and like the you know dots and the bricks similar to the grill. They're all that same size. Um, and they're kind of translucent too. So it gives it that kind of stained glassy look to them, which is really cool. And then the ones down here on this end, they're pre-done. So like it was just a little one I slipped into the area. Let's see if I can tip it. They look, it's like frosted in onto the piece of clear, so it gives it that look in the arch. And that goes all the way around the courtyard here. And then we'll turn it for you. So you have the where the basilisk is, and then this is like the inside of the great hall, like where they eat. And then let me sorry move my mouse so I don't accidentally click on anything. And you have the little, it's hard to see because of the level, um little vault door. And this one sticker is what I was talking about, how she tacks, where Umbridge tacks all those rules onto the wall when she becomes headmaster at Hogwarts. That's what those are. And you have kind of like all the stuff that looks like the rock that the castle sits onto. Yeah, this will have the moving staircase in it too eventually, when we get to that part. But this part is really just all been the foundation and the Great Hall so far. So it'll have like a mini Whomping Willow and um Hagrid's hut and things like that. Yep, ads. I just noticed that. I'm sorry. I try to warn you guys. So, so was it exactly 40 bangs? Let's look real quick. The Lego. Continue. Okay. Let's see. Words. Enter. I'm trying to see if I can figure out how many. Snickety snackety. Okay, Devin. Give me 1 second. So I talked up a little win this fight. I can't believe, much less believe the truth. Yeah, it's there were 37 marked bags and 3 not marked for making for 40 bags. So yeah, so this is what like the inside of that kind of stained glassy from the inside. That's how it looks. So you have all those little colored bricks, and then from the outside it looks like stained glass. I mean, it still looks like stained glass from the inside, but it looks slightly different. So yeah, there were 37 marked bags and then 3 not marked to equal the 40 bags. So sorry, I felt the hiccup coming. I was trying to do 4 bags a stream, and 4 times 8. 30, so 4 times 9 would be 36. So I'd have 1 bag left over, just smush into to another stream. So we can do one more bag today, or we can play a game. We can do Supermarket Together, or Cozy Grove, or Disney Dreamlight Valley, or we can smush in that extra bag into today. Either way, I'm good. But this is, I'll do the web share real quick. This is what it should look like when it's all done. And you have the room of requirement, the chess room, the Diagon keys. Now my brain's like, how do we say that word? And then you have the little mini Whomping Willow. Your four people who created the different houses. But yeah, this is what it's supposed to look like when it's finished, and then this is like the inside side. You have Dumbledore's office, the keys, the oh, was it the Sorcerer in the Stone scene with the mirror? You have the dragon, the basilisk. Like I said, the chess set, Great Hall. This is their Gryffindor's common room, and then you have Hagrid's hut, like the mini Hagrid's hut. I want to say this is like probably a classroom. And then you'll have the moving staircase. You have the potions classroom, room of requirement, Umbridge's office, Whompy Willow. But yeah, it's 6,020 pieces. So what is your guys' preference? Like I said, we can smush that extra bag into today, or we can play a video game. Or I have diamond dots. We can do somewhere around here. I have a cross stitch that's half started, half finished, however you want to put that. I never know what I want to do. There are days I start a stream and it's literally whatever you guys want to do, and then they vote and we do whatever because I can never decide. But yeah, we'll be doing gold clover hunting. I've only found, I think, 2 or 3 clovers, and I had to look them up online. Like I had to Google it because I was like, I don't even know what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Like theoretically, I know what a clover looks like, but what does it look like in this game? So we can totally do that. Let me move this off to the side, and we will go clover hunting in Disney Dreamlight Valley. I'm a terrible decider too. I feel like I have to make so many decisions like normally for the house that if I everything else kind of is like, no, I don't want to make the choice. Okay, let's carefully move our giant lazy Susan. Let's go over to here. You bear with me while I start the game. Well, I guess I'll put Stream Raiders on while I'm doing that, so you guys don't just have to watch nothing. Watch a black screen. Okay, move this over here. Yeah, too many decisions that I have to make already in a day. If it's a decision I don't have to make, I'm like, no, don't ask me. I can't do it. Yeah, see, and then everybody's on this one. It's hard to know like what to. Okay, we have like 3 or 4 battles in a row where we have a lot of players. Should I move down to a harder one so we get better rewards? And then I do that, and then like 4 people play, and I'm like, crap, we're totally gonna die. Do I go back up then, or do I stay? Kind of a deal. Okay, so I am going to. Yeah, it's back and forth, back and forth. I never know what to do. So I'm going to turn off the music so that, you can hear the Disney music. And then that means I'm going to turn this back on. Okay, let's go to gaming. I think this was the last game we played, but I'm not 100%. So, game capture. Oh, no, we played Supermarket together, that's right, on Sunday. There we go. I will have to turn up the sound because when I am playing just by myself, I turn the sound like way down because I don't need the sound. I'm not sure if I did um Devin Snickety Snacky, so we'll just do it again. Pickle peanut. Oh, I'm too far. Wrong hammer. Pickle peanuts. And I'll turn up the sound. I forgot to do it on that screen. I know. Okay, so this can is like 18 ounces, and I did so good for like the first week. I was like, I'm only gonna eat them on stream, and then I was bored at my desk one day, and I was watching somebody else stream, and I was like, I just wanted a little snickety snack, and then half the can was gone, and I was like, damn it. I'm gonna have to order some more soon. Maybe I could be like, hey, I'm a streamer and I love your pickle peanuts. Would you guys, like, if I put a little Ferdies thing on my stream, would you consider? Would you sponsor me? Who knows? Probably not, but we can, hope and dream. Some more pickle peanuts. Right, what's the worst they can do is say no? What does my mail say? Oh. Let's see. Yeah, so I had to look up what they looked like. These were what the 3-leaf clovers look like. Maybe I can find them in the collection better. Maybe not. I don't see them anywhere. Maybe they're in crafting. So I haven't gotten a 4-leaf clover yet, but I have gotten a 3-leaf clover. But I think 10 3-leaf clovers equal a 4-leaf clover. I think that's how they're doing it. Like if you get 10 threes, you can craft it into a 4. More topaz. I feel like I've been mining for this topaz forever. But I have Aladdin and Jasmine now. They allude to the fact that Abu is supposed to come join the game later. And you can have the flying carpet as your companion. I still would rather ride it, though, than it be my companion. Ooh, a memory. I think I only need... Oh, it must have been one I already had, because... Because it was just money. Ooh. I don't know if this one will count, though. Because sometimes, like, the shinies don't count, even though it just says mine for topaz. Right? Because, okay, so they changed it so that... Oh, wrong one. So that, like, your wings, you can count them as, like, a glider. So when you use the glide effect, you can fly with your wings. So they should have made it like a glider instead of a companion. And like you said, they show you in the previews of you writing it, and you only write it during the quest to in Aladdin and Jasmine's biome to get them to come to the valley. That's the only time you write it in one small segment. So I wish they would have made him like a glider instead of a companion, or a companion that you could use as a glider. You know, one other both. But alas, they do not, or you cannot. Did we get a new Dream Snaps today or yesterday? Oh no, it has 18 hours left on it, so we won't get it till tomorrow. This is what I submitted for this Dream Snaps. But I can't complete that quest, until we get a new Dream Snap challenge. I'm already on level 6. Relaxing Oasis Escape. 10 perfect desserts. I switch it up. So I've had the carpet for a while. It's probably like really we can change it to something else. I have a lot of companions. Look at this rainbow fox I got. Or I have a relaxing capybara. Not you. I want the capybara to turn. Or I have dragons and pegasuses. A frosty rabbit. A Tinkerbell capybara. I have my popcorn squirrel. We like the popcorn squirrel. He drops popcorn everywhere he goes. Or the scary squirrel. We'll do the Tinkerbell capybara. Do we have new items in the shop? Nope, still 18 hours left on this too. I wasn't crazy about any of the stuff in the store this past week. So speak with a snowman. Oh, what is Jasmine's favorite today? Oop, that's not what I wanted. Glass lobster and fabric. Do I have any of that made? No glass in there. Or there. But honestly, I forget where I even put glass, so... Nope, your food and weird stuff from the... So no, I don't have glass or fabric, but I think they're fairly easy to whip up. We'll quick do Stream Raiders, because it beeped. We have 58 players. I'm going to kind of do this. For 139 allies and 62 enemies, which is crazy, right? And then the next time, if we don't have, it's going to set it, like, if we win this battle, then the next battle that comes up, it's going to set it based on how many players we had from this game. So we could have a crazy amount of enemies and then, like, 6 people play. That is, like, the frustrating thing sometimes, that you're like, listen, in the beginning, it frustrated me a lot because I was like, come on, we had so many players. Now we have like so many enemies built up that it's going to be hard to beat. You're going to have to play it like 3 or 4 times to get the amount of enemies down because it puts out less enemies each time you lose. Then when you replay it, you get less enemies. But then you're like, okay, you come back up. So it's like I said, it used to bug me a lot, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it. If we lose, we lose. If we win, yay. But either way, we're just gonna kind of have fun with it. Let's see. Like I imagine there's some people who are like super strategic about it too, like as captains, but I just kind of go with the flow. Like whatever happens happens. Come on, you can do it, game. And the purple area, like if you put your players in the purple area, they won't move until they absolutely have to. So it's not like you shouldn't put your people in there, just like a hey, heads up, they're not going to move. So if you are trying to play a character that like runs out there and attacks everybody, normally if you put them in that purple area, they won't move. They'll only attack things that come like into that purple area. So like I said, it's not like don't put people in there. It just kind of a heads up the how that works. Okay, let's see. Glass, and then one tap. Let's go find our Agrabah princess. She's in her house. But also, we have to look for. Yeah, like throw your range stuff in there. I mean, even like your area of effect stuff you could put near the edge. Ooh, a clover. Was that a 4-leaf one? Nope, it was another 3-leaf. But yeah, it said like 3-leaf clovers, but I was, or collect clovers, but I was like, I don't even know what they look like. So I quick looked it up just to kind of get an idea what I was even looking for. Oh, that's right. I need these white flowers too for something else. Let's see. Are you in here, Jasmine? You are.
I see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
It's funny, even though this is like a Disney licensed game, the princesses or the characters in general don't always sound like you
Huh.
expect them to sound.
Hmm. Huh. Have we been to the far edges of the valley?
Catch something somewhere forgotten. Let's see. Snowman. Yep, it's up there. Normally, teleport pretty much everywhere. I don't run anywhere. But since we're having to look for clovers, I've been trying to remember not to just automatically teleport somewhere, like to walk. even know. Ill walking. But, I've been trying to remember. Trying is the key word. This one just said shiny green gems, so maybe it'll count. Like, I don't think it has to be an emerald. Because it just says mine for shiny green gems, so. It wants me to build 2 swimming pools. Of course, you don't have to place them, you just have to build them. But of course they take this flower that only grows so many at a time. And in one area.
Magic can feel how special this place is.
So while researching the clovers, it said they can grow in any biome, but I don't know how true that is. Ooh, a blue chest. Well, I guess I should change my thing to say Disney Dreamlight Valley. Oh, please. And then put 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. Okay. Update done. There we go. But yes, so I don't know how likely the build 2 swimming pool ones will get done. And it does say that there's only so many clovers out at a time, but I couldn't find anything about like how fast they respawn or anything like that, or if it's just so many per day total.
I just love sunny days. Hmm? Oh! Hmm. I'm just living the dream.
I wasn't sure if it was like the wrapping paper, if it was something you were gonna have to like collect, like it was just laying on the ground, or if it'd be like you needed to harvest, whatever. Oh, look. Tomorrow or Thursday, we can do 2 for 1. Okay, what are my things? Okay, where are green gems? Force Valor, Glade of Trust. Yeah, Peaceful Metal, and Dazzle Beach. Okay, let's look for some. Hopefully, get one more shiny green. Yeah, and there's not really like an end to the game. You just kind of keep going. Even when there's not necessarily a star path, some are, yes, grinded out, like to get the characters to the next level, you know? That can be a little boring, you know, the grinding out just to get the quest. But I don't mind that. And you can just kind of keep going forever. There's not really like an end to this game. Because there are quests that don't have anything to do with like their level per se. That's not the one I meant to click. I meant to click I for food. There we go. Some quests aren't necessarily related to like, oh, you're level 5. So that's interesting too. They're just kind of related to like what's happening in the valley altogether. or you have the Star Pass, or like these clovers now are based on like the season. Like, oh, nope, just leaves. Okay,
If you're
let's,
wondering
I've
what
got
to
your
do,
back.
just listen to that little voice inside.
but not my front. Um, so I feel like there's a lot to do in the game. I'm probably not playing it as obsessively as I was at the beginning. It's like playing it all the time. But that's not necessarily a bad thing either, so. Telling me none of these were shiny? I do like how you can like continue to collect you know, like different clothing and things you can put down throughout the valley. Oh, don't do that. Yeah, like there's no rush to do it. You just do whatever. I mean, the star paths have a timeline, kind of, but you get like 30 or 45 days, so it's quite a bit of time. It's not like you have to do all of this in a week and then we're done. So that's nice. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I do feel like the closer you get to finishing the star path, the more absurd the things they're asking you to do. Like build 2 swimming pools, or build 2 arches, or, you know, like I do feel like sometimes those things get a wee bit ridiculous, but they want you to keep playing. So like they have to prolong it, so I understand. And sometimes the amount of money they want you to spend, like spend 8,000 gold on these goggles to complete this quest. Like, I ain't ever got money in this game, yet you want me to spend that kind of money. Okay. So, feed hungry customers. We might be able to 2-for-1 the hungry customers and the desserts depending on what our customers want. And it's nice now with Tiana being having her restaurant in the village as well. You no longer have to like rely solely on one restaurant to complete those kind of quests. So that's nice. Sometimes it'll specifically say like at Chez Remy or something to that effect, but it usually just says a restaurant in the village. And was it last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever, they let this or released this Star Path? They did make some changes that I liked, especially like in this food. You used to have to look it up and then like remember what the person wanted, but now it's just in there and you can just make it. You just go through the list. Oh, I'm gonna have to plant wheat. And I also like that when they up in that same update, when you used to have to give a certain character their favorite items for the day, you used to have to like go in and then try to remember it. Now you can just walk up to the stove and it'll tell you in the one category.
Ooh.
And what is it? Nope. I. You. What is it? Oh, whatever. Collect. In your bag. There we go. It'll have this little present symbol, and then it'll tell you down there at the bottom whose that's a favorite item of today. So that helps a little bit too if you just kind of have things in your bag. You may still have to look it up for like specific characters, but I do find it a little easier.
Just what I wanted to see.
This is the first time I've seen them all sit at like the same table and fill up all the chairs. Normally it's one, maybe two at a table.
Good.
This
There
is the
you
first
are.
time I've seen them all like this together. Now I just need to do one in Remy's
I'll see you
restaurant,
soon, dear.
and that will be finished. And sometimes the wording is like, the way they word things, like perfect desserts. Okay, those are 5-star. And then they'll say like nearly perfect desserts. 4-star. Sorry. I love you. I like that the music kind of changes every time you go to like a different area or into a different building. Nope, I have no wheat. That's right. Fruit salad. Who got fruit salad? Jack.
I must go.
With a diamond in the rough. I wonder who that could be. Aladdin, maybe. Okay, so we need 9 more perfect desserts. And this tells you like what can be cooked right now, but you can also go up here and now change the parameters to sort things. Oh, nope, I don't have wheat. I do wish that you could, like, cook more of the same thing at once. And they kind of fixed that by introducing the slow cooker, but I think that's it. Oh, nope, one more? Yeah, one more. Yeah, if you like these type of games, this may be a bad place to hang out. Because I play a lot of games like this. But on the bright side, it could be a great place to find new games to play. Oh, what is another one? I
This is
played. We played one called Clem, where you were a doll and you had to like find your way through like all the puzzle rooms and stuff to like get back to the girl and figure out what was happening. But you can with the slow cooker. That's cool. Um,
I really like how everyone
yeah,
helps
I
each other
haven't
out.
figured out how to heart the recipes. Like, I don't, I don't know. I need to look it up. I just didn't look it up after I said I was going to the other day. Um, was it we played that one and then we played one called Strange Horticulture, which is you are in this town
The Agrobagard
in
showcased
England and
so
you
many kinds.
acquired this horticulture shop from your relative who passed away, and you have to help these townspeople by figuring out like the plants and what they are and using this map like a puzzle. It's another puzzle game. I like puzzle games. Um, and I found out after we beat it that there are actually like 5 different endings depending on how you play the game. So you can play it. Yes, did you know they're making another one? Strange something, you're gonna get an antique shop. It's in the works. It's called like Strange Antique or something. But there's another one coming, and I really like Strange Horticulture. And then yeah, it's kind of the same thing. You're going to be in that same town, but now it's like antiques, and you'll have another cat to pet. Okay. Collect memories. Catch fish somewhere forgotten. Okay. Excuse me. That's alright. I appreciate all the lurky looks, Kevin. You do what you need to do. Looking for white. Oh, clover. Is that another 3-leaf? That's alright. We can combine them. But I do wonder how many times I've just accidentally ran right by one. Plus, I'm looking for those white flowers because I need so many of them to make that swimming pool. And then more again to make another swimming pool. What you got for me, beast? Right? We play Hogwarts Legacy too, and you just pet all the cats you walk by. But I do find in that game, the more often you stop to pet a cat in the area, it'll then like start finding you to pet it. You'll be like walking, and all of a sudden it's walking up to you and rubbing against your legs, which is kind of cool. Let's see, are there any clovers in here hiding in the grass? Oop, yep, there's one. Keep pressing the wrong button. Nope, another 3-leaf. That's okay. Even the Supermarket Together game has a kitty cat you can pet in it. That game's free. Everybody loves free 99. day I will press the right button the first time. It's not going to be today, but one day. I have not. What is that game about, or like type of game? Okay, we need to fish. It's also free 99. Ooh, I like free 99. I'll have to check it out. We also play a game called Ale and Tale. So it's like a tavern you got from your uncle or something like that when they passed. And you basically kind of like a cooking game. You run around and you make drinks and food, and then you can have like these serving owls that help take care of the customers. But one part I don't understand is there's like zombie orcs that will attack you randomly. There's also quests in it you can do, but that's a fun game. Let's see. I know I have a bunch of that, and that's full. Look at this. And I know I have these. Probably this and this. Okay, let's run back over here and fish. I bought Stardew Valley and I do like it, but I don't like that it makes you like, especially if it gets to like 11 o'clock at night or whatever and you're still out, it's like, you stayed out past curfew, make you go to sleep. I don't like that part of the game. Because I feel like in order to, that you don't get much done in a day before it makes you go to sleep. Trying to think, what else game have we played? Witchwood. Again, kind of like a puzzly game. You're a witch who has, like, you helped one person, but it turned out it was like a bad person that you helped, but you didn't know it at the time. And now you need to help the girl who was like tricked because you helped the other person like wake back up essentially. And so you have to like go around killing like bugs and harvesting things to make potions to then take down the bad guys, kind of. Yeah, like I don't mind that Cozy Grove like sets a thing for how many quests you can do in a day. But if you want it, like, but I dislike when they're like, okay, it's 11 o'clock in game, you have to go to sleep. I don't like that. Which I guess is kind of like weird. But I feel like I don't get hardly anything done in the day before it's making me go to sleep. Another puzzle game we played was The Last Campfire. You're like a little lost ember, and you realize that this like demonic thing is like keeping everybody trapped in this area, and so you have to like help them move on. And you're a little like, it's kind of sad though, I will warn you. And it's another puzzle game. You figure out the different puzzles to move forward in the game and things like that.
My magic can feel how special this place is.
But we also played like Hogwarts Legacy, but I feel like at some point that's kind of a puzzle game too. But we played Satisfactory for a while, and that game is fun too. Yeah, the last demo, I will warn you, is a little sad, and like the music is very like almost I don't want to say depressing because that sounds bad, but it's very like slow and like that kind of sadness to it. But it does go with like the theme of the game, like the whole concept behind it. Yeah, melancholy is very like slow and in a yeah. How many more do we need to fish? 4 more. Okay. I lost count. But I do enjoy the game. But like I said, I play a lot of puzzle games. Yeah, recently we started playing Supermarket together. So you make a supermarket and you stock the shelves and you check people out. It's just like it sounds. Ooh, okay, let's see. Not stream ending, stream raider, just silly. Can I get we have 52 players. Let's see. Put the killing field roughly there. For a total of 156 allies and 143 enemies. Yes, and hitting people with brooms. So you can do that in Ale and Tail too. You can hit people with the brooms. So I was wondering if we play that on Sunday again, would you guys like me to put in the oh, what is it where you guys can like Carrot was playing the other day with that game? Why can't I think of what that thing is called? Where the audience can mess with you. I'd have to go through and look at all the options. Yeah, crowd control, that's what it's called. Because you can do crowd control with Ale and Tail and with Supermarket together. I have to go through and like look at all the things. Yeah, my brain was like, we know what it's called, but we can't think of the word. Like you can see it in your brain, but the words will not come. Okay. Then viewers. And then random. Yeah. So I wonder what crowd control would look like on a game like that. Like how destructive would it be? But I also thought maybe starting a new store with crowd control. That way, if it turns into total crap show, it's not affecting like our good standing game. Yeah, like starting a new store so it doesn't matter, and like we'll literally name it crowd control, and that way it doesn't matter. Like if it turns into a total crap show, it's not going to be that bad, really, in the grand scheme. Like I said, I have to go through and like look at all the options. I know I made an account on crowd control, but I think I only tried to use it once on a Cult of the Lamb game.
I wonder
So
what
I
Anna's
really
up
need to
to.
like go through and really look at it and make sure I'm setting it up correctly for the game. think just one more fish. That will allow us to get special Jasmine. Well, special outfit Jasmine. We need 60 to finish the basic, like the mainstream rewards, and then we'll go into the bonus rewards. I really want this. Technically, no, I did not finish Cult of the Lamb. Get creative in a boutique challenge. Oh, Alex's favorite
It's
thing to
snowing.
do.
Good thing.
Look all over for our little clovers. Eva? Alex. Alex hates the boutique challenges. In fairness, sometimes I do get really frustrated with them too. And other times it's like, boop, change one thing and I'm good. But sometimes it's just, you cannot. It's like you want me to match what with what with what?
It isn't giving you too much trouble. My neighbors are fabulous.
Ignore the car. Okay. Clothing first. Both need to be Wally, delicate, and simple. That's what I said. Sometimes I do generally get really frustrated with it. And other times I'm like, I don't even care. So we can have a Wally book bag. We'll change this one. Then on the other one, delicate and simple. Simple, delicate. Apply filters. Hose socks. Well, let's see what we got for all. Okay. Edit this one. Then we need Wally furniture, which I think we have some. Apply filters. Oh. Yeah, we got this futuristic table. Okay, foliage. Simple, delicate, apply. I forgot to. There we go. Yeah, it is frustrating when it asks you for things you don't have. That is everything. Where'd she go?
Oh, it's you!
Like she didn't know I was in here.
Ever consider a career in design? You have
Sometimes when you like hear them, like you walk by and they say stuff, or like you're trying to have a conversation, I'm like, oh god, So stupid. Shut up! That's what I feel like yelling at them sometimes. Okay, we did that, I do that. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, sometimes you kind of get to the end here where, like, it's not you have to stop playing, but there just isn't anything you can do. But I do need to find more white flowers to look for, or to make a pool, not to look for a pool.
Oh, no.
And also, we're hunting clovers. Shh, we're hunting clovers.
I don't think my ancestors ever imagined we boys were
Listen, I don't even know what my ancestors were thinking, let alone yours. I would like to get at least enough clovers, like, to make a 4-leaf clover. Like, a single one. Need one of you. Do I now have enough to make a swimming pool? Oh, and, if you're high enough, like, once you get to a certain level, yeah, quite frequently, I'm like, just shut up. Or Donald Duck, like, with his spazoid, like, always spazzing out. I'm like, just calm your ass down. You can visit other people's villages too once you get to, like, a certain level. Okay, let's see if we can make a swimming pool. Furniture. We can make a swimming pool. There's one. One more to go. But let's look for some clovers. I think that puts us at 8. Yep. So 2 more to make a single 4-leaf. And I do like that no matter how long ago you, like, mined or whatever, it's all still on the ground waiting to be picked up whenever. I guess we should check that there's no clovers over here. Just in case. Let's wait for shovel. I'm running low on the one kind of stick, so we might as well, you know, while we're out looking for clovers. I wonder if there could be clovers up in the frosty biome. It did say any biome, so let's double check. missed one. Oh crap. Sorry. Okay, guys, just give me a moment. Sorry about that, guys. Whew. It was a appointment reminder, but it scared the crap out of me because I was not expecting it. But that scared the poop out of me. Jump scare. Welcome back from ads. Okay, there was one clover up here. Ooh, there's another one. I think that should put us at 10. It does. Let's go to our crafting bench. Ooh, I think there's another one over here. Boop, it was. Okay, let's go over here to our crafting bench and craft a 4-leaf clover. We got End of the Rainbow Cauldron. We need 10 4-leaf clovers. It's gonna be a long, long day before that happens, I have a feeling. I keep seeing the green flowers up here and wanting to like click on them like they're clovers. Okay. Well, guess what is it? It's in here, the Lucky You event. Search for 3-leaf clovers and rare 4-leaf clovers. You can use them to craft items that bring a touch of luck and whimsy to your valley and wardrobe. Good luck. So we got the one to make this pattern, but not the shirt. I wonder, like, what's different about the shirt? Hello, Mr. Raccoon. Oh yes, I was picking up sticks. That's right. And digging up tree stumps. Okay. Because I was a low. So you can dig up these big ones and they give you all different kinds of sticks. Or wood. Whatever you want to call them. When there's a star path going, I try to leave the, you know, the forgetting vine, whatever things they're called, on the ground instead of like clearing them away, because sometimes you'll get quests that are like clear 30, forgetting vines or whatever they're called. And so then you're like, oh crap. I just went through and cleared like literally everyone I saw. So then it takes a while. But if I just leave them, then I can go from one to one, There's just a bunch of them to quick do it. I think the most I've ever gotten from a quest like that was like clear 50 of them. Clover. So the thing I read said there's only so many of them in the valley at once. So I wonder if it means that if you pick one, another one spawns like right away somewhere else in the valley, or if there's a little bit of time between the two.
Rain. Ooh, that means the squishy worms will be out.
I don't know. I do feel like if you're gonna need a crap ton of them, that I wish they were more readily available to find. I buy them from the Furties. It's let me spell it for you. But I've gotten pickled cashews from Target. So that's the company that these, like the brand these are. But like I said, you probably find them other places like other brands. I did pickled cashews or something like that from Target one time. They were pretty good too. They were quickly gone. Here, Clover, 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 Clover. Here, clovers. I need all the clovers.
Oh, the flowers are going to love this rain.
No problem. I know that brand does sell some of theirs on Amazon, but you can't get like every flavor they have on Amazon. It's only certain ones. So you may have to just go to their website. But like I said, there are probably other brands that do pickle peanuts too. Pickle nuts. I'm afraid to like run or glide anywhere too fast and then I'll miss a clover. Up here. Ah, there was one right there. Normally I zip around pretty fast, but I'm afraid to miss a clover by doing it. Let's go across here and down to the beach. I messaged them like I don't know when, maybe October-ish. And I was like, "Hi, I just have a question. Uh do you do advent calendars? And if not, would you consider doing an advent calendar?" You know? They wrote back and said no, they had don't have an advent calendar, but we'll throw that idea in the hat and see what we can come up with. So maybe in the future they'll do an advent calendar. They didn't make any promises, but you know, put a little worm in your ear, you know, little bug. Hmm. Clover. Well, I wanted the clover, not the apples, but sure, that works too. Hardwood. Okay, gotta sell some stuff so I can carry more stuff in my bag.
How's it going?
Okay, Kevin. Maybe we'll raid into you. Because we'll have to get off soon. So, maybe we'll raid into you. Where is crap I don't need? This. Okay. The rest I don't know if I need or not. So, I'm going to go to my storage closet. My storage chest. And put stuff away. And then I don't know. And then I don't know. Sell things I don't need. I will put my 1 4-leaf clover in here. Let's put the duplicates to sell here. Well, it's okay, because I mean, I did do the whole time. I'm just goofing around now. We're just doing whatever. In fact, we're just kind of running in circles to find more clovers. We're really not doing anything. Okay, I don't have any of that. What about you guys? Nope. This. All the flowers. There's like everything cleared out of my bag. Pull these up here. Okay. So yeah. I kind of like the slow cooker because I can make multiple like things, but at the same time I'm like I have to wait. I can't just do real fast. But I suppose we should start taking down our winter stuff and put up spring stuff. So, close. Like maybe we don't need snowmen anymore. Hey, there's a clover right there in front of my house. That's a 4-leafer. Whoop whoop. Now I have 2 4-leaf clovers. Only 8 more to go. Okay, so since we took that down, let's see what we have in the way of spring. Let's see. Okay, we can type a word in. I don't know that it'll really give us what we're looking for, but let's see what it gives us. Spring thaw fountain. Reset filters. Let's just see what we get. Okay, let's do this. Can we zoom out? There we go. Well, let's take that away just for a second and see about latent. That's for our companions. Wow, that's a big palm tree. I was not expecting it to be so big. Let's see what we got. That is a big tent. Let's take that. I just saw the gazebo. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Let's do the gazebo instead. Stream await us. We have 50 players for a total of, if the battle will start, 128 allies and 170 enemies. Welcome in, Devin. I hope your stream went well. We were looking for clovers And then I started decorating for spring, taking my winter stuff there in front of my house down and trying to find spring-ish Pokemon on Roblox. I didn't realize you could play Pokemon on Roblox, but I know there are like Roblox is like big, and then there's like millions of like tiny games within Roblox. It's like games inside of games inside of games inside of games almost. Well, thank you for the raid, and I hope you had fun playing your game. Let's see. I can't give myself the most thingy, so, but Enon, and then we'll say crazy, and then we'll do like they're in alphabetical order. It should be easy, but sometimes my brain just goes, huh? And that's like I can't find anything anyway. What do we get? Some Archer Scrolls and some Templar Scrolls. And we finished a quest. Yeah, let's go to the store and buy a bunch of these. Listen, I feel like that sometimes. Like what I put out accomplishes literally nothing, and you're like, well, I'm so glad I could be such a giant help to everybody because nothing happened. Like, well, at least I was cannon fodder and helped. I like to tell myself that maybe by dying, I allowed some other thing, one of ours, to kill some of theirs because I stepped in the way. Who knows? Yeah, that's how it is. Like one character you put out, and it's like, bam, 30 kills, and the next one you put out to like try to level it up, or because you have a quest, it's like 0, like instant death. Yeah, that's how I like to think of it. Yeah, I am tribute. I am tribute. That's literally how it feels sometimes. Okay, that is the last of the stream raiders we're going to do today. I should have marked that one as the last battle, but I didn't think about it at the time. Let's see if we can find. No, I don't want the chase pillow. I was just trying to dreamlight day banner, but that looks like fall stuff, so we don't want that. Okay, let's take the other gazebo I had up here that came with like the wintry stuff. Where are you? Let's take that away, and it. Nope, not the tree. Well, too late. Tree's gone. And we can do this gazebo with enchanted lights. Let's see, up here. Let's do. Oh, that's much smaller than I thought it was going to be. I always thought it was going to be giant like that, the other stuff. But apparently not. Okay, never mind. Nothing up there. But we did get some. We can walk in our gazebo. Okay, let us raid into Kevin. Raid. And then I just go back and erase the @ symbol. We'll do this, same thing, so I can cheat and not type his name out because I'm lazy. Thank you all for hanging out. Sprout Girl, thank you for all the conversation and the hanging out. We will be back Thursday at noon Central Time, and we'll go to like 4-ish with more Hogwarts building. What we've done the first 1 through 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I can count. The first 12 bags or 11 bags. We did 1 through 4, 8, 9, 10. Oh, maybe we should have done 12. Maybe I messed up and miscounted. I don't know. I can't count or do anything. But I hope you guys had a good time. Like I said, we'll be back Thursday with more Hogwarts. And then maybe on Sunday we'll do crowd control with Supermarket Together. And that is a free game and we can play together. So if anybody wants to play Supermarket Together on Sunday, let me know and we'll kind of make sure everybody has the code and is ready when we start streaming. But you have many days to decide. But have a great day and let's go see Kevin.